Okay, I must check. I'm gonna wait until when I start telling. Right now, I gotta make sure I can hear this. It's making me mad. They're starting to shut me down to everybody. If I start speaking about the Godhead and the time that we live in. Sorry, guys, I'm hungry. I had to reset everything. Horrible. Okay. Let's see if we can hear me now. Let's see if we can hear me now. See? They froze it. They froze it. They try to get me off. I'm speaking something they don't want right now. I'm hitting a nerve. The revealing of is hitting a nerve because it's killing them. They know it. So to have good, you have to have that balance. Okay. So here's the picture. There's three spirit. There's three. The guy in the middle. And the other two guys. One's the guy that believes, one plate, and one's the guy that says you're not going to make it. There's your triple power. Simple. Bible says it. Were there two? There were three. I don't know how they can't see the stuff in the Bible. Give me a second and quickly insert this back. I've got a message, everybody. If you like clam chowder. Okay, and the writing's on the wall in the balancing scales. So we're going to go to that in the Bible. That's the yin and the yang. The yin and the yang is 100% correct. Okay, I don't worship it. That's correct. Everybody that's darkness has a little bit of light. Everybody that's light has a little bit of darkness. Can never leave you is what the yin and yang means until you leave this circle. That's why it comes in a circle. The sphere. Okay. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. My kid's talking to me right now, so you know what? My kid wants to meet me, but I gotta hold on a sec. I gotta message everybody. Right, I was so hungry, guys. I come on and I even forget to eat. Okay, let's give everybody a message and get going. So as soon as I start speaking about what time we live in, they're cutting me off with everybody I talk to. Or they're talking like robots. You know what that means? They're taking it down. And guess where it goes? It goes into their formats and they change towards what's being taught. Did you know that? And then movies start coming out and they start, yeah, you're on the right track. Satan even confirms with you. What the heck was that? That is a piece of fishnet. In my, it's not a hair. I'm telling you, I know what my hairs are like. Unless it is my hair. Probably. Yeah, looks like it. Big old stiff beard head. It's going pure white. Anyways, let's keep going. We're going to look now in the Bible at the balancing scales. After I message everybody. Sorry, guys. The balancing scales, KJV. But I will put hooks in their jaws. We are. We created the hooks. And I will cause thee, the fish of the rivers. What's the fish? The men. I'm fisher of men. There you go again. Of these rivers that they live on. To stick unto thy scales, and I will bring thee up out of the midst of thy rivers. He's fishing you up. That's not what I was looking for. So he has put, but I will put hooks in thy jaws and in thy mouth. He put, you were hooked by your fishing rod. Who's hooking you? Godhead. That's not the one I'm looking for. A false balance is an abomination. That's the one I was looking for. So if you don't have a balance, you're in trouble. A false would mean you lean more to false teaching. That's a false balance, a false Baal. You are Baal. That's how quick that was told you. A false balance is an abomination. So the church is an abomination and they don't even know it. Because they're killing with the sword. I will put the hooks in thy jaw for them too. It's called Hook and Mouth. Megadeth sings a song called Hook and Mouth. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. With the lowly is wisdom. God's word makes it clear that universal, your middle guy, and unchanging waits. The guy in the middle, your universal guy, telling you right there, you're Jesus. All over the Bible, man. And other measurements are crucial to soothe functioning of a group of people. So he's measuring out. Now the measure is overflowing. I can't stop. And the source that it comes from, that's been given to, there ain't many of them doing it, so it's pounding me. with truth right now. And that's why I'm on. I've left the world, regardless of the physical things that I do. So there's many scriptures. I wanted to talk about the balancing scales where it talks about the red horse and you need 7 of the red horses. The red horses are riding since the start. Armageddon, the horses of Armageddon. Armageddon is your ascent. Now you got to fight the 7 dragons and all their demons. But you have an angel in the middle that looks like them but isn't, with the choices and what you're doing down here spiritually, not physically. So I'm going to get going in the book here, back to where we were before they cut me off, man. They've been cutting me off even when Junior can't get a hold of me now. Lisa, they're not showing my messages. My stuff, the stuff that this channel, because it's this channel stuff, they're taking it and making it. They know they have someone in the camp here. Everything you speak about, if you're one of me, they're going to listen hardcore. Because then they know where they're at. They use the seers. And then they start making the movies and putting it out. Most of that stuff happened because that I've seen because of this channel. The rod that came out of Jesse is a group of people. Okay. But that would be anybody that understands what we're talking about. Not just this group of people. I'm not trying to claim anything and that I'm the rod of Jesse or anything. I have no idea. But I know what it means. It means Jacob's ladder's here. That means it's about to open up. It was only here when Jesus went home. Well, when we came down, all we did was give up the ghost. We all left the body. Father, why have you forsaken me? Jesus wouldn't have said that if there wasn't another Father in heaven. Anyways, because he would have had his mother, father with him, his whole spirit. He did. We were the all. And there's a creator. He is the Father creator. And we know little about him. He is the King of Kings and Kings and the Lord of Lords. Not a God. God doesn't even measure up to the creator. So yeah, I'm just going to finish out here because it'll be enough for today. After I'm done, I'm going to finish this page up. A natural which has been disturbed, your flesh, immediately arose from the idle waters. So when you're idle, you will sin to get back on fire. I'm just going to be honest right now. Not every time. For her ascent was shameful. The ascent, what did I just talk about? The ascent. It was shameful. There's much shame in the ascent. But you lose it right away. You're not to sit there and shame. You need that shame. Then you cry out. That's part of repenting. And nature took to herself. Nature does what it does. That's why you're going to sin once in a while. The beast is nature. The flesh, the harlot whore. You are the dark male, female, or either the dark female, male. But you're neither. You're 3 powers. You're the triple powers. The fullness, the all. The nature took herself the power of fire. That's the flesh, the beast, the demons. Many are over the body. They created the flesh. She became strong because of the light of the spirit, which is in nature, in the natural flesh, because they have love too. Do you see? They love their children, and they care, and they give, and everything else. You see? So that's the little light they have that's being taken away. And it doesn't get taken away until the end of their life, because they're being used for us. Her likeness appeared in the water in the form of a frightful beast. Flesh and beast, which I said once again. Your flesh is a frightful beast towards you, with many faces. Yes, 7, and many more. And in the Bible, you have to beat, your mother beats the dragons, the 7. That's your bridegroom chamber. What your mother's doing, your father's doing. That's where your fullness is. You only have a little bit down here, and the power in the middle comes from all of us, all the powers. And we're just a power in the body, which is crooked below. A light went down to chaos filled with the midst and dust. And in order to harm nature, earth, dust means earth. You came down and went into dust. From dust I come, from dust I go. Satan has to spend eternity on his belly because every single flesh is in him. And we defeat him. We've already done it. And the light of the astonishment, which is in the middle. There's your guy in the middle holding the balances. When the Spirit arose, for he looked from the clouds down at you. That's when he come to you and spoke to you. Whenever he's looking to you, he's just speaking to you. At the dark waters upon the light, which was in the depth of nature, on the darkness on the face. God came over the darkness of the face of the deep in the waters. You, in the depth of your heart. He knew that was the body and choose it for your dove to come in and be incarnated all 3 times at once. Jesus had to come down here 3 days. Through 1 day is equivalent of a lifetime. Matrix. So, therefore, I appeared that I might get an opportunity to go down to the netherworld. Netherworld doesn't even exist. Off to Neverland. They're already there. So I wanted to finish with that. To the light of the Spirit which was burdened. There's your Jesus. This takes Jesus out most of the time. It has the one that tells you, yes, he lived and yes, he did. But here's what he taught. And there's lots of this stuff in there. Just because it's the Bible doesn't. It is a cursed book. But because we know it's not anymore. So I'm popping off. That was a quick one. Tomorrow I'll be back on. I'm resting for the rest of the day. I'm going to go have a sleep, another bowl of soup, relax for a bit. I do believe, let me see, if it doesn't match to my time, I stay on. Because, you know, when it says meditate on the Bible day and night, that's only 2. These books say 3 times. There's the 3. Daniel knelt 3 times a day for his whole life from the beginning. 3 days is a lifetime, guys. He had to kneel down here. We're kneeling right now. The stars have all bowed down. Heavens are down. The Creator's been down here for the first time ever. He doesn't come until the very, very end. And he's going to sit back and watch. He ain't going to help. What does he need help? One angel can kill 365,000 angels. Bad angels. So let me see what I got for time here for today. Because I like time. And if I'm not there, I'm not satisfied. So 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4. That's my maximum, which I'm at. I don't like to give too much. I have to go off. I could do it all day. But to take all this stuff in, it's much to digest. Anybody here, go back and watch the day It all goes together. If you can. If you can't, I'll be on in the morning. So, I'm just marking where I am. Yeah, okay, so I got where I'm at. Yes, I'm up on my time, guys. I can't go over the 4. It takes all this from the time of 7 o'clock in the morning that I've been doing this and making dinner in between and getting signed. I sit here and speak to the Lord the entire time when I'm gone. And I look for stuff. That's all I do. That's what watchmen on the wall do. God bless you, love you, see you tomorrow. The 7-day Sabbath is every day. According to the books, 3 times. But everybody, you'll be required more when you get more. And that's between you and not me. I'm not here to force anybody. God has blessed you. Love you.